All right, so we're gonna jump right into single thigh stretch. Kate, I'm gonna have you put 2 hands on the foot bar. It's all the way up to the top. We're gonna place 1 foot in between on that bar. If it's too high, because someone has limitations in their hip or their hamstring, you just drop the bar down 1 or 2 notches. It depends on what your client needs. So from here, we're going to make sure that this foot is right against the shoulder rest and you're feeling stable. How's that for you?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So we're going to initiate with this back leg by extending the hip, open up that hip flexor, and then once you've kind of reached neutral, so don't shear, but reach neutral, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to extend that front knee into a stretch. Oh, you're already jumping into no hands. Look at you.
I don't know if I could extend it very far.
So I usually like to do this with hands first, and it's not a classical variation with no hands, but you can do no hands. But if you keep the hands down to start with, then you just get that little bit of a stretch going. The hamstring feels safer to work eccentrically. How's that for you there?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So coming back in, let's really break it down. So you really want to separate hip movement and then knee movement.
Okay.
So hip opening, and then press out with that knee, and then reverse to come back in. So this is going to stay extended. So stay extended. This is going to fold first, and then this is going to flex. Lovely. One more time. Hip, and then knee. Good. And then knee first, and then hip. Let's try the other leg. What do you think?
Yep.
Yeah. How's that hamstring?
That's the tough one.
Yeah.
This one will be better.
And
Well,
you're going to have
Famous
clients,
last words.
you're going to have clients with varying degrees of flexibility, which is totally okay. So as I said, if you need to adjust something, or maybe their range is just a lot smaller, that's also fine. But we're looking for this really nice dissociation, some really nice pelvic floor stretch with this one. Just be careful to watch for shearing on that side. How's that feeling?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you mean by shearing?
Oh yeah, so when the people start to sink, so you can have that hip centered through extension, but if they shear, that femoral head starts to dip forward.
Oh, okay.
And you're sliding into the socket too much. We don't want to strain those hip flexors. That's SOS. Don't want to make it mad. Good. Come back in. Awesome. Do you want to try no hands?
Sure.
Yeah. This is
So extension first.
Yeah.
So extension.
You can put your hands on this knee, if that makes it easier. Good. And this is super bouncy, but a really great prep for front splits. Nice. So extend, open, and then extend, press. Amazing. Look at you go. This is really hard for a
So I
lot
think
of
I've
people.
lost my extension, like there.
Yeah. Oh, this is like pure goalie land, isn't it, for you?
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's more with rotation.
Oh, that's true. There's no rotation. You'll be on the floor if you rotate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be in a very good goalie saving position like this.
It's fair. Big hole underneath, a big gap underneath. So definitely stay close for spotting if there are no hands. Great. Okay, so come on down. We're going to come into scooter. So you're going to slide, step one leg off to the left.
This way?
Yep. Left leg down to the floor, and this one stays right here. Perfect. Okay, so looking at where your feet are positioned. I can't remember. Do you normally use the platform? Do I have you standing on the platform?
I can't remember.
We're going to check for pelvic obliquity. Do you feel like you're dropped? You look okay.
I feel okay.
You actually look okay. So that's my test. I'm just making sure her hips are level. Okay, so from here, small, soft bend. So we're going to maintain that bend. We're going to do scooter 2 first, and then press through. So try to think. Oh, this is scooter 1. This is fine. Let's start with scooter 1.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. So press it away. Again, we're not sinking into the front of this hip. There's a little bit of initiation in that glute. You're going to sit down into that sit bone here. A little bit of a hamstring, proximal hamstring stretch on that left side. How's that for you?
Good. Trying to keep my pelvis from rotating.
Exactly, right? So I'm really looking for any funny pelvis stuff. Like, can they maintain neutral? Are you slipping into any kind of a anterior tilt or like posterior tilt? What's going on? Is there rotation? Like sometimes I'll see like a really interesting turn. Maybe not that, but yeah, something like that. And then if we go into scooter 2, this half of the body is going to stay where it is. And it's really, so this is going to come in to full extension and lift right off. Perfect. And then fold it in. Nice. Really trying to focus on the glute. If your client is getting too much quads, you can try a bit of turnout on this foot. Yeah, there you go. So if you need to reposition so that you've got a better chunk, there you go. Yeah, get a good piece of that shoulder rest. But then look out for
rotation.
Too much rotate. That's better. Awesome. Great. If you want to get more hip extension range of motion, you can start with this stance like further back. So you're starting off with a bit more flexion positioning in that hip. So we get through more range.
Here?
Yeah, but don't forget this knee comes off. Perfect. Yeah, and come up a little taller on that left leg. There you go. Yep, there you go. Nice. Does that feel more natural to have that turnout?
No, I don't like turnout.
You don't like turnout at all?
Doesn't feel good.
Okay, and
Like it doesn't hurt. I'm more comfortable here.
Let's go back to parallel.
I feel way happier here.
Let's stay in parallel. Awesome. This is great. Okay, let's do back splits. So this is the tricky one. All right, so I'm going to show you this one because it is difficult. You have an option on where you want the foot bar. Because it's your first time, we're going to start it lower. You can also use the arc bell for this. It's entirely up to you. So this is going to be up, this headrest here. You can tell I don't use it a lot. It's very sticky. And then a sticky pad or a shelf liner, just to make sure you are safe. We're going to have this foot kind of into the crease where that shoulder rest is. We're going to reach one leg back onto the bar, and then we're going to come up. So we're staying in this forward lean like that, trying to maintain neutral spine, and we're going to extend that front knee and then fold it back in. So you might feel more comfortable with the bar down, or you can have it up with it, whatever you prefer. We can try both. But we're really focusing on, hamstring strength on this side, and then proprioception through the trunk. Yeah?
Yep.
And then to get back down, 2 hands, and then 1 foot. Okay? So, come on up. You have long legs, so
I do.
I'm not worried about you too much. For me, having that foot bar down 1 notch is a bit of a stretch.
So do I want to be up here on this, or it's like up to me?
I would have you, yeah, so great question. Just because it's the first time, we're going to shorten up the stance, front to back.
So you want me back further?
Yeah, it's a little bit trickier. So just pause for a second, Kate. I don't know if you saw my foot, but I had my
like
toe,
here.
Yes,
Yep.
the toes on the side and then heel on the bar. Awesome, just like that. So it gives you as much surface area as you can. I'm going to let go from here.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Come on up to upright before I do that. How are you feeling?
Good.
Tricky? Okay, now I'm going to let go. We're going to find that forward lean. Square off your hips for me. Good. There you go. Nice. Are you feeling safe?
Yep.
Good. We're going to extend, press away with that quad. Lots of hamstrings, lots of balance. How is that?
Good.
What is hard about this for you?
To be honest, I don't like being in turnout.
Back to the turnout.
Yeah.
Good old turnout.
I just don't feel like I've got a good grip here.
So you might.
This feels comfortable.
You know what? Why don't we try the arc barrel? So, come on down. Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel fine there though. You're just asking like what doesn't feel good. That's to me what I don't like. I guess I don't like turnout. I don't.
That's okay.
Anytime you put me in the turnout position, I'm like, oh my god.
That's fine. Let's try the arc barrel. Okay, so we've got our arc barrel. We're going to